Dudes and dudettes, welcome back to the Ice Age. My name is Iceman. I've got some more Battlefield 4 gameplay for you guys today. This is going to be some offensive sniping on Hainan Resort Rush. This isn't aggressive recon or anything like that, but I am playing more upfront and personal than most people do with bolt action rifles and high power scopes. Definitely not running around trying to quick scope or no scope or anything, but I do like to get up close and take people out when it's on, especially on this first stage, just because the stage is just so difficult to take out on offense anyway. So basically, you're going to be enjoying this gameplay in the background while I talk about some topics that I think um, should be brought up, and I haven't heard too much about them for Battlefield 4. So. To get started, I just wanted to talk about sniping in Battlefield 4. Once I readjusted to the ranges and the scopes and the different guns and everything in this game, I got much more comfortable sniping. You'll see a couple times in this gameplay where it takes me a couple shots to actually take a guy out because the snipers in this game all have pretty drastically different bullet drops. DICE actually introduced into the game different gravitational effects for sniper bullets depending on the rifle you're using, which, I mean, they're straight up bending the laws of nature to make this game playable, which, I don't know, can be good, could be bad, I don't really know, but basically as you unlock more and more bolt action rifles, the bullet drop gets less and less to the point where the SRR-61, the intervention, which is the last gun you unlock, just by straight up progression, actually has less gravitational pull on its rounds than Earth's gravity does normally. It's something like 6 meters per second squared instead of the normal 9.81. And statistically, that gun is just the best in the game, and that's why you get killed by it so much. I mean, there's really no point in using any other rifle unless you will just really want a fast rounds per minute bolt action, because the intervention is kind of slow, but um, it is the best gun and the best sniper rifle in the game, and that's why everybody freaking uses it. Here I'm using the 338 Recon with the 8 times scope. I'll be putting on the variable times scope in a little bit once since I got that unlocked. And yeah, so anyway, to get into the main topic I wanted to talk about, which has a little bit to do with sniping, which is why I wanted to use this gameplay. I wanted to talk about aim assist in Battlefield 4. This is something that isn't new to Battlefield. I played Battlefield 3 on the 360, and there was aim assist in that game as well. And I was actually very good at Battlefield 3, and I had aim assist turned off the entire time. I never turned it on. I didn't need it. My aim was good enough. I was consistently the MVP. Had about a 1.75 kill death ratio by the time Battlefield 4 came out, which I know is not the best out there. I'm definitely not saying I'm one of the best players in the game or anything like that, but I was pretty good at it, and I never needed aim assist to do it. I was just more skilled than most people at actually aiming. And in Battlefield 4, I am very, very bad, I guess, at close quarters without aim assist. And the reason I noticed that is because I turned aim assist off before I even started playing multiplayer, just like I had in Battlefield 3, and started just getting absolutely dominated in close quarters. And I thought it was something with my sensitivity or my aiming, or the fact that it was a new controller for the Xbox One, that the joysticks on the controller are a little bit looser, require less force than the 360 joysticks, and I was doing a lot of messing around with my sensitivities and how I was holding the controller, just trying to figure out what was wrong with my aim, because I was just getting absolutely crushed when I was playing Assault. And since I played only Assault for the first good bit while I was playing this game, I was running into a lot of other people with assault rifles and PDWs playing team deathmatch and things like that, all pretty much close to short mid-range engagements, and I was just getting destroyed, and I wasn't having any fun. And if you guys watch my L85 video, you'll hear me say that I didn't really like the gun too much when I first started using it, and that's because I started using it before I figured out this aim assist bullcrap. And Battlefield 4, the aim assist is just outrageously powerful. And the problem I have with it is that it's turned on by default. And a lot of people don't even know that it's in the game. A lot of people just play the game, they don't ever change their settings, they don't really mess with anything, they just stick the disc in and get going. And there's not really a problem with that, it's just that the DICE gives you this ability like right out of the box without you even having to like pick it or think about it or anything, you just get it. And people who turn it off, like me, all of a sudden are at this humongous disadvantage, especially compared to Battlefield 3. I read in a forum post about this that a lot of people are having the same issue as me, where they didn't use aim assist or anything in the last game, and all of a sudden when they turn it off now, they're just getting absolutely run over by people when they're not using something long range like a sniper or like an LMG with a bipod or something like that to kind of keep people at an arm's length. And yeah, it's really frustrating that people with a whole lot less skill than me are just trashing me in these situations, especially with guns like the ARs that I actually like. And I just wanted to talk a little bit more about the specifics in my opinions. Basically, from what I've heard, aim assist works up into about 100 meters. And some of the situations that I wish I had recorded, I actually don't think I have them anymore. But there was a situation where once I turned it on for a game, I was following somebody and with aiming down sights. They walked behind a wall and the aim assist followed them right behind the wall, just right through it. I continued to know where they were after they had already been behind the wall for a second or two. Like, it was basically just giving me wall hacks, which I just think is just freaking outrageous. I mean, it's not exactly as bad as that makes it sound. It's not like you can just walk up to a wall and just know where people are, but it definitely followed them. Aim assist barely takes any stick control in this game, and when I turned it on after having played so long with turning it off, I basically just became like a god at the game, and I was destroying people. I was winning like 90 or 95% of my gunfights with ARs in close to medium range. It was just ridiculous how different the gameplay was. I felt like I was cheating. Like, I actually felt like I had turned on some sort of, I don't know, maneuver tactic that like nobody else had access to, and I was just absolutely raping people with it. I apologize for that language if that offends you, but I was destroying. I was just having a lot of fun with it, and I basically just didn't even have to work for it. I was just running around, kind of idly pointing at people, and it would just magically magnetize onto them, lock on, no big deal. And I would just take them out. It was the most ridiculous polar opposite gameplay I've ever experienced in my life. And I know if you guys play on PC, you don't have to deal with this. You know, mice are just that much more precise than a joystick, but if you play on console, you may have experienced this. If you didn't know that aim assist was even in this game, you should check it out. Maybe try turning it on or off and see what your gameplay is like. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of bring this up because it was causing me so much grief in this game without me actually knowing it. And once I figured out that this was the problem, it kind of changed how I thought about the game. And, you know, I wasn't enjoying the game, I wasn't having fun, I was getting pooped on every time I played it. And then I figured out that aim assist was in there, and that's why close quarters I wasn't doing as well. And it kind of turned me a little bit more towards the longer range engagements. And Battlefield 3 support was by far my best class in terms of time spent. And assault was my second, but I think in this game it's going to be support and then recon because those let you play at longer ranges. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about that so you guys know how I feel. Maybe you guys have your own opinions. Let me know down in the comments if you like it, if you don't care, if you hate it, something like that. I really just wanted to bring this up so it's out there and people can think about it a little bit. But let me know any comments, anything. Send me messages, all that good stuff. Message, whatever, like, rate, comment, subscribe. I know you guys are awesome. And until next time, stay frosty, guys.